Hello, my name is Joseph Seiden. This is my week 4 production plan for Samurai. Samurai is about to begin his Living Aloha tour, so to kick it off, he'll be performing a show in San Diego, California. The concept for the show would be to connect this theme of surfing with the tour and would be held in partnership with the Surfrider Foundation chapter of San Diego. This fits perfectly with Samurai's music because the same philosophy of aloha that's expressed through his lyrics is also present within the surfing culture. This concept would be supported in many different ways. To start with, there would be a projector set up that would be playing surfing videos throughout the show on a blank canvas located behind the stage. In addition, surfboards would be strategically placed about the stage as a way to complement both Samurai's music as well as the surfing videos being played behind him. Samurai will be dressed in board shorts and a Surfrider Foundation t-shirt. These aspects will play a huge role in linking Samurai's music to the lifestyle of surfing. Here we have a stage plot for the show. You can see that there's a setup for an electric guitar right center, as well as an acoustic guitar located left center downstage, and their accompanying amps, the electric guitar amp being mic'd, located upstage respectively. Each of these positions have their own vocal mics as well. A drum set and mic'd amp can also be seen located up center. Each instrument can also be seen with their own monitor mixers, and while Samurai is a solo artist, he's going to be accompanied by 2 hired musicians for the show. Outside of technical elements, design elements have also been included in this plot. First off, you can see the canvas for the projected surfing videos located behind the drum set, as well as the green X's, which mark the placement of the surfboards, with the one located downstage to be propped up horizontally, while those located upstage are to be propped up vertically. Lastly, a red box can be seen up center between the drums and the canvas, which symbolize the location of the projector. Samurai will be kicking off his tour at a venue known as the Cashpod. The Cashpod is located in Middletown, San Diego, and is a bar with a capacity of over 200. The bar contains a music room with an additional full bar, a piano, pool tables, and a state-of-the-art sound system. Live music is played at the Cashpod 6 to 7 days a week, and it is known for the hosting of musical acts ranging from local musicians to household names. Given the Cashpod's reputation as one of the city's best live music venues, it will serve as a perfect location for Samurai to kick off his tour. Given that the Cashpod is an established music venue, with the exception of the projector that would need to be purchased by Samurai's camp, it provides both the equipment and staff needed for the technical side of Samurai's performance. This includes sound and lighting equipment, as well as a lighting technician, sound engineer, security bartenders, and a production manager. This being said, it will be beneficial for Samurai to at least provide an additional sound engineer familiar with his live performances. Staff to run the merch table would also need to be provided by Samurai's camp, as the Cashpod provides a merch table outside on the patio. In addition, the Cashpod's owner, Tim Mays, as well as the venue's general manager and production head, Adrian Paz, also serve as the concert promoters for the performances at the venue under the name Cashpod Presents. They will be providing both the necessary musical equipment as well as the design aspects for the performance. Lastly, the Cashpod also provides an accountant named Lori and a PR lady named Rosie. In regards to the Cashpod's layout, a huge advantage for Samurai comes from the fact that the wall located behind the stage is actually the front of the building, which means that the backstage is actually the front of the venue. This creates a very unique experience for those attending because it increases the intimacy level of the show. This is great because Samurai, his lyrics, and the tour are all about aloha, a huge part of which involves living in unity, and this setup allows him to be more united with his fans. The only downside to the venue for most artists is that the Cashpod does not have a dressing room, but instead offers its office to bands looking to change or relax. The reason that I say it is a downside to most artists is that while a lot of artists expect their own celebrity-style dressing room, it can definitely be made to work for Samurai, who is very humble and does not look for any celebrity treatment. Due to the fact that everything is available in-house, there will be no outside vendors needed aside from those involved with merch and those already connected to the venue, such as alcohol vendors for the bar. 2 of the most costliest budget items will be the purchase of a projector for the show, as well as the tour, saying that it would cost a lot more to continually rent one, and the surfboards. In regards to the show's revenue, the average ticket price for similar artists that perform there is approximately $15. Since the venue holds a little more than 200 people, we'll round that number to 200. Given that Samurai is performing in the town that he currently resides in, the fact that he is performing at such a well-known venue, and the fact that Samurai has partnered with such a well-known organization, it is safe to say that at least 150 tickets will be sold. This being the case, the cost of a ticket multiplied by the projected number of ticket sales gives us total ticket revenue for the show of $2,686. The tour would make 70% of the ticket sales, which is $1,880, and 5% would go to the Surfrider Foundation chapter of San Diego. The tour sponsors, such as Hawaiian Water, would provide $750, and assuming that merch sales equaled $500, with 50 individuals purchasing an average of $10 each in merch, then the total projected revenue for the show would be $3,130. The timeline for the show would begin 6 months prior, at which time I would book the date with the cash bar. I would need to book the show this early due to the venue's popularity, and so that I could book the other shows for the rest of the tour as preferred. It would also be at this time that I would contact the Surfrider Foundation chapter of San Diego with an invitation to partner with the tour. 2 months before the show, I would secure an opening act, order show merch, and solidify my partnership with the Surfrider Foundation chapter of San Diego, as well as with my sponsors. It would also be at this time that tickets would go online through the venue's website. A month before the show, I would contact the venue to solidify the terms and requests provided in the performance rider. It would also be at this time that I purchased the projector and surfboards. A week before the show, I would advance the venue. On the day of the show, arrival time would be at 2 p.m. Load-in would be at 3 p.m. Soundcheck would be at 4 p.m. Dinner would be purchased and brought to the venue following soundcheck at approximately 5:30 p.m. Merch check is at 6:30 p.m. Doors open at 8:30 p.m. Meet and greet at 9 p.m. Opening act at 10 p.m. Set, break, or intermission at 10:45 p.m. Main act at 11 p.m. Show ends at 12:30 a.m. 12:30 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. is then left open or as free time for the artist and other individuals at Samurai's camp to relax and enjoy themselves at the venue. Load out at 1:30 a.m. Doors close at 2 a.m. Depart at 2 a.m. This day sheet also will be provided to those involved the day before the show and a new one each day thereafter. As you can see, the day sheet also includes other information such as contact info, hotel info, plans after the show, and a glance at plans for the show the following day, as well as other useful information such as time changes, and currency exchange rates. Anyone that has ever worked on the performance side of a show knows that the best way to go about making sure things go right is to analyze the things that could go wrong and then make actions to limit them. On this topic, each venue brings with it unique challenges, and the cash bar is no exception. The first of these challenges that could potentially take place would do so before the show even starts, and has to do with the morale and focus of Samurai and his accompanying studio musicians, directly resulting from the venue's lack of a dressing room. While as previously stated, Samurai does not require an extravagant dressing room, a comfortable environment in which to relax prior to performing can make a world of difference for an artist. In order to combat this, I would ask in the performance rider that certain adjustments be made to the venue's office that is being provided as makeshift dressing room prior to arrival. These adjustments would include things such as adequate seating for artists and friends, snacks and refreshments, a few Hawaiian and surfing posters being hung around the room to make Samurai feel more at home and focused on the message of his music, and a computer with internet access and external speakers for musical enjoyment. The second potential challenge that is unique to the cash bar has to do with the presence of alcohol and potential safety hazards for Samurai and accompanying musicians that may come as a result. The challenge comes as a direct result of the fact that, as previously stated, the cash bar is not only a music venue but it's also a bar, and that there's even a second full bar located in the same room as the show. In order to address this, I'd ask that security is not only placed throughout the room to protect those in attendance, but is also placed in closest proximity to the stage for Samurai and other musician safeties. In addition, and for the same reason, I would ask that security also accompany Samurai and other musicians while not performing, such as during their meet and greet or during their free time. Though there are definitely more, and the third challenge that I would address involves the loadout and departure process. This comes as a result of the fact that while the show ends at 2:30 a.m., attendees are still invited to stay and socialize at the bar. This would definitely create an issue as equipment, artists, and crew attempt to break down and depart at 1:30 a.m. For this reason, I would ask that the music room be closed no later than 1:30 a.m. to allow for a smooth loadout and departure to take place, as well as security personnel and or barriers to be placed around a reasonable portion of the artist and crew's exit route. I would like to thank you for taking the time to view my presentation, and I encourage you to contact myself, Joseph Seiden, at JosephSeidenCMP04.com with any questions, comments, or concerns. I hope you have a great weekend, and I wish you nothing but the best.